recorded the beginning of this one. So let me walk through this one again. So on number 3 in your notes, they want you to find the length of the side BA. And we have this like long skinny triangle right here with this altitude coming down. So BA is this entire side. So they want the length of the whole big triangle right here. And then we have this short piece is 1.75 and this longer piece is 8.5. So if we do our little trick here where we have our 3 triangles, we have this small one. This would be like our medium sized one. And then we have the entire whole triangle from the original triangle. So they want to know the original side of this whole length right here. So when we have our triangles, so far we've been looking just at the small one versus the medium sized one in the last 2 examples, but they want to also compare this big one. So I'm going to draw an even bigger one. And I'm going to flip them all so that the right triangle, that right angle is in this bottom left corner, so that we can kind of compare what sides match up with each other. So this small triangle right here from C to D to A, we have the little leg as 1.75, which I already labeled right here. And then the longer leg is 8.5 coming right here. If I now look at the middle length triangle, the mid-size one, going from B, D to C, we only know this base part right here, and that would be the 8.5. Okay. And then on the big triangle, the entire triangle, we don't know anything. I don't know the base. I don't know the longer leg. I don't know the hypotenuse. And that's what they want to find, is this guy right here. So this long piece from B to A matches up with this side of the triangle if I spin it. That's what we're trying to find, is this piece right here. So a little bit trickier than the last 2 because we are incorporating now this entire triangle and not just the 2 halves that we were before. So we're going to kind of have to piece it together. So what we're going to do is, we already know this little sliver right here is the 1.75. But if I find this piece from B to D, I can then add this piece plus this piece to get the entire side. So that's what we're going to do first. So let's find this piece right here, and then we can add the 2 pieces together. So far it's going to set up the same way as the last 2, where I'm going to make a fraction out of that pair. So I'm going to have the 8.5 over 1.75, and then set it equal to this pair right here. Again, if this one's in the top, then this one needs to be in the top. So X goes on top and the 8.5 goes on the bottom, and you'll see that matching diagonal that we've seen on the last couple. And then from there, more cross multiplying that we probably are getting pretty used to by now. So 1.75 times X is just 1.75X. And then 8.5 times 8.5 is equal to 72.25. And then to solve for X, we just want to get rid of this 1.75. Right now it's being multiplied, so the opposite of that would be to divide it. So we divide by 1.75. So 72.25 divided by 1.75 is equal to, and it's a long decimal, but they just said to round to the nearest tenths place, so that's 1 decimal. So if I do that, I just get 41.3 to that tenths place. So that's not our final answer though. That is just this piece right here, 41.3. But they want this entire side. So from here to here is 41.3. So we're going to take this piece and now add to it that 41.3. So 1.75 plus 41.3 is going to equal our entire length. So that gives our missing side as equal to 43.03, which, since they just said to round to the nearest tenth, we would just round to the 0 place there. So that would be your answer, which is 43.0. And then remember, on Math Excel, if they ask for you to round to the tenths place and you get a 0, you still need to write the 0. You can't just put 43, you would need to write 43.0 to get it right. So careful with that. And I think my camera is still going, so hopefully we're okay. But let's look at